What is up, everybody? This is RybackStun. We have returned to the live servers from Marvel Heroes. I am doing another one of my kind of main character cosmic builds, I guess, whatever you want to call it. Whatever I've been doing the past couple of videos of Juggernaut and Ghost Rider. Today we're going to look at Thor, but I'm going to call him Beta Ray Bill the entire time, because while I do actually quite enjoy Thor as a comic book character since J. Michael Straczynski's Volume 3 run, Beta Ray Bill is one of my favorite characters in the cosmic universe. I love the Annihilators, I love all that stuff that came out of Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning's cosmic run from 2007 to 2010, and there hasn't been anything nearly as good since. So, but here we are with Thor, Beta Ray Bill enhanced costume. First thing, what's supposed to be first, I believe, is just the PowerPoints. So I have it all, I believe I have it all put into my second build. Let me make sure this is right. Yeah, this looks about right. So we've got our three trees: Master of Mjolnir, God of Thunder, and Son of Asgard. In Master of Mjolnir, I have, interesting. I have 20 points into Spinning Strike. This is one of the main physical damage abilities that you're going to be using in the build. I have 20 points into Thundering Strike. This is essentially your quote-unquote basic. It's what you use to attack enemies when you're not attacking them with your cooldowns. And I have 1 point in Asgardian Smite. This will probably go in somewhere else later on. It's kind of there because it does help generate 1 Odin Force if I need to get in somewhere quickly or just get away quickly. But usually the dash is able to take care of that for me, regardless of the situation. In God of Thunder, yes, in God of Thunder we have 20 points in Rolling Thunder. This is another one of your good physical damage abilities, but it's going to be one of your main energy dots. You have 2 of them that you're going to be using. And it's a pretty effective power. It does a nice big stick of damage. And then the energy damage in the row is also quite helpful. Your main energy dot is going to be Bring the Thunder for 3 reasons. 3 reasons. 1, energy damage is the highest out of all your dots. 2, the vulnerability. And 3, it ceases the decay of the Odin Force while you're standing in the effective area. And because you're a melee character, at least with this build, you're always standing in the Bring the Thunder spot that you're trying to do, unless you're trying to just poke at other people around. In Son of Asgard, 1 point in Thunderous Charge. It's very helpful. It does generate the 0.3 Odin Force, so 3 of these will put you in the territory of your 1 Odin Force. We have 20 points in Son of Odin. Passive effective damage and crit and brutal rating is very important, and then you get your defense, tenacity, and damage negation along with toughness when you hit with a melee power, which you are always doing. And the active effect is a nice moderate energy damage strike, and it recovers Spirit, and it grants you 1 Odin Force. So this is a very nice thing to use if you're just trying to wait in, generate a little bit of Odin Force, pop this when you're a little bit low on Spirit, and then boom, just continue to go on. It does have a 12-second cooldown, so you'll need to be aware of that. 1 point in Mjolnir's Flight, that's on my second bar. 20 points into Yggdrasil's Boon. Also damage negated, gives you increased maximum health, it gives you regeneration, and it gives you very high projectile deflection chance. It's also your CC breaker, which I never use, because nothing in this game is powerful enough to stop you. We do have 20 points in the Anti-Force, which is your signature. Very, 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 very high energy damage. It always crits. The crit damage rating is increased, and it generates 3 Odin Force. 20-second cooldown, so that's quite helpful. And then another one of your huge steroids that you're using is called For Asgard. You have to be imbued with the Odin Force in order to activate it, which means you need to have one of these bars completely full in order to use it. But you get 5 fighting, you get a ton of base damage for all your powers, a ton of defense rating, 20% move and attack speed, and it regenerates health when you hit with a power with a 12-second duration and an almost 30-second cooldown. Now, it does start as a very high cooldown. The more points you have into it, the lower the cooldown is, which is quite helpful. And then we have God Blast. I don't have any ranks in it myself. This is actually from Pet. So there is that. With the Omega system, I believe right now I've just got the 5 points in Guilt Suppression Research, the 5 points in Tactical Neural Implants, and then 4 points in Warpath for the fighting, and I believe that is it currently. Oh, sorry. Everybody uses this. 10 points in Spin Tech, so there's all that. Options are, you can take the Shadow King's Possession for all that. You can go into Phoenix Force if you want. If you want the Psionic Overload to help proc your med kits faster, you can do that. I would not recommend it. You can go into Anti-Genesis for the energy, Zero Genesis for the extra bonus damage, and one of the things that I'm going to consider and try testing out here is some points in Mjolnir and Stormbreaker, because 30 points to be able to pick up plus 1% base damage for energy attacks when you use a physical power, and then physical attacks when you use an energy power. You're using all those anyway. If you can pop these up to 10%, that's a nice big boost in the base damage to be able to give you some extra stuff. You could also go Mandroid Armor into Advanced Mandroid Armor to continue giving base damage to your melee powers, because like I said, Thundering Strike and Spinning Strike are a lot of your damage. There's a reason why that was put onto the Yarn there. So, and then Hero Synergy System is Black Panther, Cable, Colossus, Hulk, Luke Cage, Moon Knight, Nightcrawler, Star-Lord, Thor, and Wolverine. So there's all that. In terms of items, we have all the uniques normally, all upgraded to 66. I don't have any of the stuff to be able to do 69 because I don't do reds at all. My current Cosmic Ring is crit hit rating, health, damage of melee powers, and brutal damage rating. You'll ideally want to try to get one of these into the shape of a Gok. So there's that. Power dupe, obviously, because you have two different styles of attacks. You have energy and physical power, so that gives you the crit damage and the brutal damage rating, as well as recovering your spirit when you use those powers for every 7 seconds. Also have power cosmic, working on trying to get my 5th rank on it. So I've actually leveled this up twice on this character. I turned it around because I wasn't going to do it, and then I managed to figure out how a build is supposed to work in the grand scheme of things. And I decided to re-level him. Currently using Asgard. Atlantis is another good decision if you want to. That's on my Cyclops right now, but I might switch that into switch it onto him because it's a little bit more important. In terms of artifacts, I've got a Taskmaster here. I've got an Advanced Crimson Crystal of Sidorak. I've got Blessed Meta Sentry Array, and I have an Arnim Zola's ESP box. At some point in time, I'm probably going to end up switching out this Advanced Meta Sentry Array for a Gok or a Lizard, because those are pretty impressive. And right now I have a Juggernaut Medallion. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to stick with this or if I'm going to try to go with something else. I do like the fact that I have 2 sources of invulnerability, even if this is only 2% instead of 4. But, you know, what can you do? In terms of Insignia, I've got Insignia of Wolverine with health and area powers, which is helpful. And on Old Lace currently, this is the same one that was applied to Ghost Rider, and I'm trying to make it so that it works with both of them. Right now I have plus 3% base damage to range powers, plus 2 ranks to ultimates, and plus 2 to fighting. Probably just going to stay with the plus 2 for fighting, because I really hate doing the cybernetic affixes, just like I really hate doing costume affixes. Speaking of costume affixes, alt crit damage, and I managed to get myself one of those really cool 3 cores. So I've got 25% regen, I've got fighting, and then physical and energy damage. I would, at some point in time, if I could, switch over to the one that has armor and invuln in addition to fighting and regen, but I'm not holding my breath on that at all. And Drax is our team up with damage to melee powers and then a big stack of crit and brutal. So let's go beat up on a Cosmic Taskmaster. Shouldn't take too long. I've been doing this repeatedly for the Cosmic Weekend just because, or Cosmic Event, just because I need more Omegas, I need more World Stones, and I need more Power Cosmics. I managed to get a Power Cosmic for Dr. Doom, so whenever he comes out I'll be able to do that. And stack it up on some Odin marks so that I can give them to Bucky whenever he comes out for his what's it called? His legendary item, which is going to be a Gungnir, as it is on everyone, because that's the hive mind, right? So, right now, I'm sitting on Taskmaster. He's got Sentinel Invasion, Beetle Horde, Teleporter, and Power Cosmic. So, start off with a Bring the Thunder, drop down the Rolling Thunder, try not to die immediately. I do generally back out, hit for Asgard, and then the Anti-Force, so that way I can do a nice chunk of damage there, drop another Rolling Thunder, and bring the Thunder, and then just hit with alternating spinning strikes and regular attacks, and then he just goes away. And I got an Omega Point. Yay. Let's knock out the Sentinel really quick. But there's that. It's pretty quick. I mean, I haven't actually taken him into a raid, but I'm pretty sure that he'd be just fine in raids. But that is Beta Ray Bell. Notice I have 28,000 health. I didn't have to use a med pack at all. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends. Mortar, I generally have to use one because I really don't like dodging mortars, but I know I have to because otherwise they'll kill me. And that would not be nice, would it? So, that's Beta Ray Bill. Pretty easy. Pretty simple build. It just does kind of the stuff that you want to have generally done anyway. And on a build for a character such as this, again, your main attacks, your main damage is going to be Spinning Strike and your Anti-Force. And then your side damage is Bring the Thunder, Rolling Thunder, and Thundering Strike. Thunder, Thunder, Thunder. So, hope you guys enjoyed this preview of how I, not preview, but like review of how I played Beta Ray Bill, because it's not Thor, And hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did showcasing it to you. Remember to like and comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Tumblr at RybackStun. More videos as they come along, and with that, this is RybackStun, signing out.